It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Bulls out in Chicago. And guys, for the Bulls, more than solid play for them of late. 7 wins in their last 10 outings, making their mark and playing well. And Stephen Curry, one of the guys we'll be seeing tonight, is one of the most exciting and dynamic players in the league. Kenny, you know what I like to say. He makes it look effortless. Maybe the best shooter of all time. You ready to go that far?
Of all time?
You ready to go that far?
I just can't give it to you after that few of seasons. I just say that
he won a championship.
Yes, he won a championship.
He's up there with us now. He's in the house.
He's in the house.
He can get in the party.
But Reggie Miller and Ray Allen had done it over a longer block of time.
Not like Steph Curry done it.
But he's done it bigger in a shorter span. So I will still go with my two guys, Reggie and Ray.
You know, his career from three-point, Ernie, he's 44%, which is insane. And listen, he's not taking 1 or 2 a game. He's taking 9 three-pointers a game. Long three-pointers, deep, off the dribble. Splaka Kataya.
And that's why I say he makes it look
effortless.
Time for tip-off as we send it to Kevin Harlan.
It's a West versus East contest here in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, as the Bulls play one at home, bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
Ready?
The Warriors are looking to end their road trip here with a strong outing. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
All of their recent games have been high-energy, high-quality effort. I mean, they've been playing with a lot of emotion, but they've channeled it in the right way, and they're still playing with a lot of discipline as well.
Fun to watch, guys, really. Just playing hard, but also under control. So that effort and execution that you talked about, coupled with the teamwork every time they take the floor.
Now, Golden State's starting 5. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Curry is out there with Barbosa, and it's Iguodala in at the 3 spot. Derrick Rose has certainly piled up the awards for such a young player, starting with Rookie of the Year, the 111 first-place votes to only 5 for the runner-up. We know about his MVP, and that just shines out so brightly for him.
And how about he and Michael Jordan, the only MVPs in Chicago Bulls history.
And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. Iguodala with the steal. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. To the inside. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Rose.
You know, looking back to Rose's MVP award, his stats were on another planet that year. He was only the 3rd player to record 2,000 points and 600 assists in a single season since 1973. The other 2, LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. Pass to Gasol. A rim-rattling two-handed jam.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
You know, in talking about D-Rose, I don't think the individual awards mean much to him. He's about trying to help his team win championships. And that's the kind of mindset he has to continue to display.
Just 5 on the clock. And the basket by Curry.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds a spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending him.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What did you find out, DB?
He told me he's a fan of Andre Iguodala, especially the way he's developed his outside shot. He said that was one weakness. He could do everything else, pass, handle, and finish. And boy, what a defender. But now that he's developed that jump shot, there are really no weaknesses in his game. Guys, that makes it awfully tough to deal with a guy who can impact the game in that many ways. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. And despite some of the injuries over the years, Andrew Bogut still one of the game's best shot blockers, averaging well over 2.5 a game in his career. And Greg, he protects the rim like few others can. A rugged player.
And last season, almost 3 block shots per game. And with all the offensive firepower around him, I think it really allows him to play to his strengths. That's why having a great team is about pieces of the puzzle fitting. He's a terrific piece for this group.
Butler against Barbosa. Green dishes to Curry. No luck. Now Chicago takes it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And boy, that was a tough one to lose, guys. But they played well throughout that game, just unable to convert down the stretch.
Yeah, I know we don't get into moral victories, but they can definitely take away some positives from it because even though they came up on the short end, there was some good stuff too. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Here's Rose, following the basket by Draymond Green.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Rose, good.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Now the feed to Gasol. Outside Butler from downtown. And that's collected by Bogut.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Barbosa gets the bucket.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Now here's Rose. 11-point game his last outing. Gasol. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Some changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. And it's Festus Ezeli in for Draymond Green. Butler attacking. That doesn't go either for Butler.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
And the Warriors with possession here, trailing by 4. And that will be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Tony Snell's check in for the Bulls. Here's Barbosa. 11 points for him in that last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And don't forget his unbelievable steal total in that game. I mean, almost to the point they didn't want to bring the ball up the floor.
3-pointers. Snell Gasol slams it back in.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Portis is checked in for Mirotic. Warriors trail by 6. Here is Livingston. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. It's Leandro Barbosa on the wing. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Rose passes to Portis. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
They grab their own miss. Azili gets the bucket.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Outside Rose. And he gets it to go. Rose has got 14 points.
That's a great start for him, hitting 75% from the field on 8 attempts. For those of you that are struggling with math, he's 6 of 8.
Rejected by Gasol. Butler kicks to Rose. In the corner, Snell with it. Back to Rose. Bulls moving the ball around. Count that one.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Barbosa gets the bucket.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Now here's Rose. 14 points for him. The pass to Portis. It's Chicago with another bucket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Here's Azili. And here's Iguodala outside. Another 3 for Golden State. The Bulls leading by 4. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Last time in Oakland, they lost to the Warriors.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
And I really think, Greg, they've got to find a way to produce easier baskets. I mean, whether they do it by running in transition or getting to the free throw line, they don't want a repeat of that past performance.
Ejuan Moore is checked in for the Bulls. Warriors trail by 4. Livingston dishes to Thompson. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. Off target from 3-point range. So many people overlooked Pau Gasol prior to last season. Seemed to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after.
Barbosa gets the bucket.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And Moore kicks to Butler. Feeds it to Snell. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Golden State.
You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so ready to let him go and move on.
Now here's Thompson. Spates. Second shot opportunity, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Chicago making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Green's checked in.
And with the skill set that Powell has and the year he had, there's no telling how long he can play at a high level. Again, one of those guys that never been reliant on the athletic ability to have an impact. This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Lets it go from the wing. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. 9 points for Draymond Green. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Moore passes to McDermott. Nailed from three-point land. And the Bulls lead by 2.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Here is Livingston. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Back to Thompson. Clock at 6. And here's Iguodala outside. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
Poke loose. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. The drive by Green. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Green's got 11 points. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Warriors. And Pau Gasol, after some great years and some difficult years, talks about now his newfound excitement playing with the Chicago Bulls.
I mean, I think it's been noticeable.
I think you'd have to say that Gasol's decision to go to Chicago Clark was great. He clearly gave it a lot of thought, and it's hard to imagine him having made a better pick.
You know, I agree. Not only is he happy, but so are his teammates, Ask Rose and Noah and Butler. Those guys love playing with him, and you can see how the change of scenery rejuvenated the big Spaniard, too.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
It's just been a long-range battle for them, and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
Rose and Snell tuning up in the backcourt. Mirotic out there with Doug McDermott. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for the Bulls. Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
And Steph Curry with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
Pau Gasol is checked in for Portis. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Golden State.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside. And with the pause here, how about the stats for Rose? He's averaging 15 points a game, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
For sure. Great anticipation. Peripheral vision is there. Natural talent as well. Really shining through.
And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Now here is Barbosa. Following the miss by Nikola Mirotic. Got that bucket in no time at all. 16 points for Draymond Green. Outside Rose. To the paint. Here's Gasol. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. That's now 8 points for Pau Gasol.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Butler, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Spates checked in for Golden State. Right side Rose. Here's Mirotic, and the rejection by Ezeli. They get it back. Clock at 6. Butler attacking. They shoot again. Offensive rebound. Gasol.
Some good numbers for Gasol. He's got 8 points and the 2 nice steals as well.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he can't get the first one.
Pau Gasol was the number 3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
Ezeli dishes to Livingston. Ezeli kicks to Green. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Talking about Pau and brother Mark, both of them were excellent last season. The difference is that Pau has always been considered a great prospect, so detractors are much harder on him when they see cracks, I think, Greg, in his game.
Yeah, you know, for Marc Gasol, it can only exceed expectations because they started out so low. I'd simply say that if I had to pick between one or the other for best career, I'd do everything I could to pick both.
Good way to get out of it. Good answer. And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. Shoots the 3. And he gets it to go. Curry's got the lead up to 8 now for the Warriors.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And the basket good.
That is really poor defensive awareness. I mean, he's one guy you don't want to give any space to. You've got to stay attached and connected.
Now here's Curry. He's coming off a 40-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And also defensively, he was really aggressive. I mean, matter of fact, he had 4 steals over the course of that game.
Here's Dunleavy following the basket by Stephen Curry. Gasol, no good. Green, the pass to Ezeli. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. That one misses for Ezeli. And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back. Late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down, actually, last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goals, from 53 to 63% on free throws, a testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
And, you know, going back to Ezeli, impressive physically, 7 foot, 7'6" wingspan, 5% body fat. If his skill set ever catches up with his natural gift, watch out, watch out.
He's off on the second.
And a footnote to Ezeli. One of his college administrators raved about his intelligence. He cited Ezeli's broad perspective on world trade, globalization, and I tell you what, if Ezeli keeps improving, he'll soon be a serious benefactor of the economics of American sports. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Nikola Mirotic, drafted as a late first-rounder, Clark, back in 2011. The Spanish star finally made his rookie debut in the NBA last season, and it was worth the wait.
It sure was, Kevin. I mean, once he started to get consistent PT, I mean, he was remarkable. Can run like the wind for a big guy, not that strong, but more aggressive than you'd think.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And back to Mirotic last season. Per 36 minutes, he averaged 18 points, 9 rebounds. He was also a tremendous foul shooter for a rookie big and made the all-rookie first team, was second in Rookie of the Year voting. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Bulls making a switch here. Moore's checked in.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
And Butler, here we go. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Butler's got 4 this quarter.
And, you know, for Mirotic, his value extends to the defensive end as well. He did a surprisingly good job of racking up blocks and steals last season. You have to believe that if he improves his power and consistency, an all-star nod isn't so far off.
Here's Ezeli, 5 on the clock. The 3, another 3 for Golden State.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
That's good. And that's 15 points for Steph Curry.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Left side Gasol. Got a piece of it. Butler kicks to Gasol. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And that's 13 points for Pau Gasol.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And the Bulls making a change here. McDermott's checked in. Then for the Warriors, Thompson comes in for Ezeli, and it's Iguodala in for Draymond Green. Here's Curry. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And here we go with Barbosa heading to the hoop. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 17 now.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Good looking screen by Gasol. The dish to Barbosa. And Butler sends it back. In transition, here come the Bulls. Moore against Iguodala. It's Gasol missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Now here's Moore. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
Thompson against Mirotic. The drive by Thompson, and out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. With a break in the action, time for a rundown now of the most accurate shooters at small forward over the last 10 games. Andre Iguodala, number 1.
Obviously, looking at those numbers, he hasn't just been settling for outside shots. He works very hard to get a lot of high-quality looks in close.
And that inside-outside game, I like to call it reversible clothing. It makes him the most accurate shooter among NBA small forwards.
Now, here's Butler. 9-point game his last outing. McDermott, no one around him, and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Here's Spates. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Barbosa kicks to Iguodala. 6 to shoot. And another 3 for Golden State.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
And here is Butler after the three-pointer from Andre Iguodala. Warriors leading by 13 to the inside and stolen by Mirotic. And Butler gets it to go on the assist from Mirotic. That's 12 points for Jimmy Butler.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
From the arc, and Mirotic sends it back. And here comes Moore leading the fast break. And Thompson sends it back. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And he drops it in from the low post. And 11 points for Andre Iguodala. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Sade, I like that, Greg.
Moore dishes to Gasol. 2 on the clock. That one off the back iron and out. And we've reached halftime in this one. Warriors ahead. They lead by 13. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I have Derrick Rose, and Derrick, you guys were scoring pretty nicely as a unit here tonight. How do you facilitate that?
Just be more efficient. I'm taking less shots, making sure that I make my shots and take my time on the offensive end and getting people involved in the game.
Thank you, Derrick. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 20 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, the perimeter shooting is the reason they're ahead. I think we'll probably see more of that in the second half, especially if they can stay hot. Man, that's so hot, I gotta take my suit off.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on the Bulls.
Well, they're facing a very hot team in the first half. I mean, guys are shooting the ball lights out. But you have to do more to get stops. I mean, tough defense is the key. If you put pressure on the ball and more bodying up down low, that's going to establish more aggressive tone that might shut them down in the second half.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. Barbosa is out there with Steph Curry. And it's Iguodala in at the small forward. And for Andre Iguodala, last year was a first in 758 games. Up until then, he had not once ever come off the bench.
Yeah, he had been a starter throughout his 10-year career, every single game, Kevin. And last year he came off the bench in every game. Big adjustment for the veteran, but he made it well.
Now here's Iguodala. 17-point lead, their biggest.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. And again, Chicago, no good.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Butler with the steal. Here's Gasol. No good. Great D that time from Green.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
The shot by Curry, no good.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
And it's Rose penetrating. The 11-footer, that's good. Dunleavy's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Kicks it to Curry. He feeds it to Green. From deep. But they get it back. They double-team Curry. For the 3. And Green with the basket on the assist by Curry. 23 points for Draymond Green.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA, none brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Portis, he's checked in for the Bulls. The Warriors also with a sub. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Here's Curry, and Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Bulls trail by 20. Rose passes to Butler. Mirotic sets the screen for Butler. And it's sent back by Bogut. Butler against Iguodala. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Here's Butler. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Draymond Green. Back to Curry. They double-team Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Outside, Green. From downtown, and another 3 for Golden State.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, defensively, you have got to close out and contest. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, you can't give up those looks that often.
Tony Snell's checked in for Chicago. The Warriors also with a sub. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. It's stolen by Curry. Passes to Bogut. He dishes it to Ezeli. It's rebounded by Portis. Whoops, they pick off the pass. There's Green with the 3. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Rose attacking. No good. Curry with the defensive effort.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And the Warriors making a change here. Thompson's checked in. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
Rose. And again, no good by Chicago.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of his position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Ezeli, 11 feet out, and he hits it. Ezeli's got 9.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
One guy who's been getting it done so far, Steph Curry.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. Derrick Rose was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half, and Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thanks again, Doris. Livingston kicks to Ezeli. Golden State moving the ball around. 4 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Livingston, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
And so here is Golden State, following the miss by Nikola Mirotic. Right side Rose. Here's Mirotic. No luck. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Rose dishes to Mirotic. Pass to Dunleavy. He kicks it to Rose. All sorts of time, and that's good for 2. Rose has got 23 points. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. The drive by Green, and the shot is good.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Dishes to Dunleavy. Rose in the post. Mirotic pass to Dunleavy. Bangs home the trifecta. Dunleavy's got 5 points now this quarter.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Watching Mike Dunleavy Jr., he's simply the mark of consistency. We know he's in his mid-30s, but you know exactly what you're going to get out of him every season. I think Tom Thibodeau, last year's Chicago coach, really admired that and loved it.
It's so funny watching Mike Dunleavy Jr. play. I remember when his dad coached me when I was with Portland, and he was a little kid running around, and all of a sudden he's become this great NBA player. But you're right, though. He's made himself into a valuable asset in terms of the role he's been given for the Bulls.
Well, Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Moore inside. Spates with the block.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
You know, really doing a good job of getting into the teeth of that defense here.
That's 6 of their last 10 coming from inside the paint.
Now here's Moore. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Here's Barbosa. He's got 11. Lets the 3 fly, and that one's good. Barbosa's got 14. Chicago has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Here's Portis, and he gets the bucket.
Good possession there, resulting in the easy one down low.
Golden State's gotten the 3-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. For 3, Barbosa, and another 3 for Golden State.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Gasol, and it's Chicago scoring again. Golden State's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Livingston passes to Thompson. His three-pointer's off the mark. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Takes it from 10. No good. Great D that time from Green. Barbosa kicks to Green. Hammers it down right over the D.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Well, the Bulls shooting in the second half so far about 45%. Moore right side. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession. Here's Butler. Good defense by Iguodala.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's good.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty, and he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Warriors ahead, just dominating this one. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Chicago with the ball. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So the Bulls 5 right now. Butler and McDermott filling out the perimeter. Then there's Etuan Moore, and it's Bairstow in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And that one's good.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
And Moore kicks to McDermott. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That is his first foul of the game. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Moore against Curry. Moore outside, just 4 to shoot. Shoots from the baseline, and Chicago with another bucket.
When they pulled up from mid-range, more often than not, they've buried it.
And that shot might not be the #1 option, but if the D will give it to you and you get it in rhythm, that's the one you take. And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
And for Stephen Curry, a value contract, but a growing list of endorsements. One of the top-selling jerseys in the league, a signature shoe deal. He's doing all right.
Yeah, I don't think he's worried about it. He's got a Bible quotation on his wrist that says, "Love never fails." And that's how he approaches the game, with a true love and faith that his hard work is going to pay off.
There's the triple. Rebound by the Bulls. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Curry against Moore. The feed now to Bairstow. No one near him. And he gets it to go.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
And the pass to Curry. Bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got 34.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Moore against Curry. Fires the three. No good from Moore.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Here's Babb, and it's Golden State with another.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficient.
Feeds it to McAdoo. The tray. Can't get it to go. The Bulls have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Babb dishes to Curry. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Curry's got 16 here in the second half.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Moore against Curry. The dish now to McDermott. And it's good from the elbow. McDermott's got 4 points this quarter.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
McAdoo, the pass to Curry. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. Rose, he's checked in for Butler. The Warriors also with a sub. Thompson's checked in. Curry outside, and he gets the bucket. Curry's got 39.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Kicks it to McDermott. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Babb. He feeds it to McAdoo. He dishes it to Curry. It's the target from 18 feet. Curry's got 41.
This guy's putting on the clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
There's the pick, and it's Rose penetrating. The shot is off.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
Curry kicks to McAdoo. Takes it off the glass.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Chicago's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Rose passes to Portis. And he gets it to go.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Pass to Looney. Got a piece of it. McDermott with a steal. Outside Rose. Out to the right wing. Here's the floater. And it's good on the way up. Rose has got 25 points in the game.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Curry kicks to Thompson. That's good.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Chicago's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Rose passes to Portis. It's deflected.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Moore. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Get Curry, get Curry.
Curry dishes to Babb. From deep. Curry can't get it to go. Well, Chicago's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Some changes for Chicago. Mirotic comes in for Portis, and Tony Snell subbed in for Ejuan Moore. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Golden State. Here's Snell. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
And the Warriors making a change here. And so Snell nails both of them. Golden State's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Ezeli kicks to Curry. Lets it go with a 3. And he gets it to go. Curry's got 46 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Golden State's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Curry's on the wing. Close out.
They double-team Curry. Thompson passes to Curry. On the wing, Thompson. Covered by Mirotic. And Thompson kicks to Curry. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range. Pass to Ezeli. They double-team Curry. Tries yet again. Rebound by the Bulls. Mirotic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Snell kicks to Bairstow. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Bairstow's got 4 points in the quarter. Smooth sailing for Golden State. Dishes to Curry. Fires for 3, and that one's good.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they get a lead, playing not to lose.
Jason.
Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Just dialed in from the three-point line in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on them with the triple.
Rose attacking. Misses from short range.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And it's Iguodala with the jam.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That certainly was their main meal, their bread and butter, if you will.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
They simply refuse to let their opponent off the hook in either game of this season series. That's why they're going to finish the year with a record of 2-0 against the Bulls.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Stephen Curry. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Moore outside. To the wing on the left. Mirotic dishes to Moore. Drops in the layup for 2. Moore's got 10 points here in the second half.
He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. But he's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
They double-team Curry. Iguodala outside. The 19-foot shot. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Curry's got 56 points in the game. And Moore kicks to McDermott. Mirotic passes to McDermott. Bulls moving the ball around. And it's Moore penetrating. The offensive rebound. Nice shot by McDermott.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
And that one's good. 58 points for Steph Curry.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
Moving it up. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And the